This segment of the news is brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.
Welcome back. SuperValue's President Rupert Roberts says weekend lockdowns implemented here in the capital and in Abaco aren't working. Mr. Roberts says this much after parliamentarians passed a resolution to extend the emergency orders to November 30th.
And the business community think that the lockdowns are actually spreading the virus. It's not, because our employees were busy working for us, doing their housework, their cleaning, they're taking care of the kids, the cooking. But now lockdowns give them free time to socialize, and anybody under 40, it's PARTY.
Mr. Roberts added that he hopes that this month will be the last the country has seen lockdowns, as he isn't looking forward to that type of restriction moving into November.
Lockdowns are not helping, and I hope that they didn't extend the emergency powers to continue the lockdowns. That would be, I think that would be wrong, and I hope that we've seen all the lockdowns. I hope we're not locked down this weekend.
In news from the courts, 27-year-old Carlos Pierre appeared in the magistrate's court today before Deputy Chief Magistrate Andrew Forbes to be formally charged in connection with an attempted armed robbery that took place back in August this year. Police say Pierre, along with another male, entered a business establishment south of Carmichael Road. After asking the employee for an item, he produced a handgun and demanded cash. Now, as the suspect began to exit the establishment with his back to the door, another employee held him from behind. A struggle ensued, resulting in shots being fired, leaving the suspect and employee with injuries. During his arraignment, the Deputy Chief Magistrate informed Pierre that he could not grant him bail. However, he suggested Pierre could apply to the Supreme Court for the same. Pierre was subsequently remanded to the Bahamas Department of Corrections and is set to return to court on December 7th at 10 a.m. The second suspect in this incident managed to escape the scene. Investigations continue. In crime news, police here in the capital investigating a mid-morning stabbing incident that occurred yesterday. This incident leaving a male in hospital in critical condition and 3 alleged suspects in police custody. We understand that shortly after 11 a.m., a male was walking in the area of Buttonwood Street, Pinewood Gardens, when he was approached by a group of males. An altercation ensued and the male was stabbed several times. The victim was transported to hospital via emergency medical services, and acting on information, officers from the operations unit went to a residence in Pinewood Gardens where they arrested 3 male suspects in connection with this incident. Meantime, police believe with your help they can locate a male suspect who is believed to be responsible for an armed robbery yesterday. We're told that shortly after 12 p.m., 2 females went to the area of social services on Robinson Road to meet with a man whom they negotiated a sale with on Facebook. Well, while at that location, they met with a male who presented the items he had for sale. During the negotiations, the male produced a handgun and robbed both females of cash before fleeing in a black Mitsubishi vehicle. And police uncovering dangerous drugs here in the capital. Preliminary reports indicate that shortly after 3 p.m., yesterday, officers from the operations unit, while on routine patrol on Marigold Farm Road, observed a male walking through a shortcut that led to the Haitian village. The officer beckoned the male to stop. He then dropped the bag and ran. He was caught a short time later and brought back to where the bag had been dropped. Officers searched the bag in the presence of the suspect, and a quantity of suspected marijuana was discovered. The male was taken into custody. He is expected to be formally charged before the magistrate's court. And the first online cohort of the National Training Agency, NTA, in soft skills training has been successfully completed by 232 young Bahamians. Minister of Labor, Transport and Local Government, Senator Dion Folks, says that in July, the NTA launched its first fully online program on 13 islands, offering certifications in office procedures, web designs, graphic design, information technology, and Microsoft Office
opportunities. In response to COVID-19, the National Training Agency has adopted its full online strategy that leverages its innovation over the last 3 years. This innovation includes the development of a full interactive online platform called Brightspace. This platform allows for the registration, training, tracking, and assessments of all trainees throughout the Bahamas. All assessors, trainers, and monitors are fully trained in the use of this online platform. Young Bahamians throughout the Bahamas can now register, be assessed, and participate on online training and certification courses offered by the NTA.
During this month, the NTA is planning the launch of its Institute of Leadership and Management, ILM, and new online cohort number 4. Registration is open and being obtained from all islands of the Bahamas. Minister Folks is encouraging young persons to sign up.
NTA expects to train an additional 800 young Bahamians over the next year, including every island of the Bahamas. As the agency expands its reach throughout the Bahamas, it intends to develop an island-specific focus which involves identifying training and workforce developments of each island and tailoring its training to meet those specific needs of those respective islands.
The Labor Minister says there is currently no face-to-face training being conducted. However, the agency is well prepared to offer blended learning in compliance with the Ministry of Health COVID-19 protocols. You're watching JCN News. Stay with us.
This segment of the news has been brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.